Hey guys, sorry I couldn't be with you today. So I thought I'd make a quick video and just kind of finish up number 13.6 that we were doing in class the other day, just to clarify any questions that you might have had regarding the binomial distribution and binomial PDF and binomial CDF. So if you review 13.6, we're told about an opinion poll. 20% of the calls reach a live person, and you're going to watch the random digit dialing machine make 15 calls. So P here is 0.20, and the N, the number of trials, is 15. In letter A, we're asked what's the probability that exactly 3 calls reach a person. So X here is 3. Okay. Now, when you see this exactly, or the question is only giving you one option, okay, you're going to use binomial PDF. Okay, and you're going to put in N, then P, then X. To review, second distribution. If you scroll up, I find is fastest binomial PDF, and you put in 15.2 and 3. Press enter. Okay, 0.2501. So about 25%. Okay, and that sounds about right. Makes 20%. 20% of the calls reach a live person. It's going to make 15 calls. So 3's in the neighborhood of the 20%. So probably a good chance, quarter of the time, this will occur. Okay. Now in part B, what is the probability that at most 3 calls reach a person? Probability that at most 3 calls reach a person. So I need to decide what that indicates about X. Okay. At most means can't be higher than, so that's less than or equal to 3. Okay. If you have a question like this, where more than one X value is allowed, you're going to use binomial CDF. Okay. The way that binomial CDF works in your calculator is it works with less than or equal to. When you put in the X value, it calculates the probability that X is less than or equal to that number. So 15, 0.20, and 3 will work again, but we have to use binomial CDF. So second distribution, binomial CDF, 10. Is it 10? I'm sorry, I think it's 15, and then 0.2, and then 3. Press enter. Okay, and let's see, 0.6482. So not surprisingly, now that more than one outcome is considered acceptable, the probability of it occurring has gone up 65% versus 25%. Okay. All right. Letter C, what is the probability that at least 3 calls reach a person? So probability that X is greater than or equal to 3. Okay, well here's a problem. The calculator won't do that for you. Okay, the calculator does not work with the greater than or equal to idea. So we're going to have to make an adjustment. Okay, we're going to have to say, well, that is really 1 minus the probability that X is less than or equal to. Now, we can only use integers here. Either reach a full person or not. You can't have, 3.2 people here. So the next allowable value lower than 3 is 2. You're not reaching 3 people, you're reaching 2 people. Okay, the one less than that. So we're going to do 1 minus the probability that X is less than or equal to 2. Or 1 minus, that would be binomial CDF, and it's 15.20 and now 2. So we'll pull up the calculator, and I'm going to do the binomial distribution first. Binom CDF. Everything's the same, but x has changed to 2. We'll press enter. I'm going to do 1 minus that. And we get 0.6020 when rounded. Alright, letter D. What is the probability that less than 3 calls reach a person? Less than 3 calls. You might be thinking, well, this sounds like the same question. Didn't we do this already? Well, no. We did at most 3 calls, at least 3 calls. So the 3 was included. Here, it's just x is less than 3. Not less than or equal to. Now, your calculator works with less than or equal to. So the only thing less than 3, or the next thing less than 3 that would even work is 2. So these two end up being kind of equivalent. X is less than 3 versus x is less than or equal to 2. So the way that you would do that problem is binom CDF 15.202. Okay, this time I just don't have to subtract from 1 essentially. So pull up the calculator. Okay. Oh, I think I actually had it in there from the previous problem. Binom CDF 15.22. And we get that 0.3980. And then E, what is the probability that more than 3 calls reach a person? So x is greater than 3. 3 is not good enough. It has to be more than 3. Well, what's the next thing that's bigger than 3 that's even plausible? X is equal to 4. So we're going to change probability that x is greater than 3 to the probability that x is greater than or equal to 4. They're equivalent. Now, your calculator, unfortunately, doesn't work this way. We can't figure that out directly. So we're going to have to do 1 minus the opposite of that. Well, the opposite of that is less than or equal to 3, okay, which we've already worked out above, okay, in part B. Okay, so we're going to do 1 minus binom CDF 15 0.20 and 3, and when I do that in the calculator, binom CDF, and we're doing 15.2, and we're doing 3 again. Press enter. 1 minus that answer would be 0.3518. Alright, so I hope this was helpful. You guys are going to practice some more of these questions, the word problems on the back of the worksheet that you had for homework. And I will be posting some answers for you to gauge your progress.